the greatest human in history?
You want me to say Muhammad? I'm not going to discuss religion with you.
According to Google, greatest person of all time is Muhammad.
But I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the ways they get into the countries and publish their religion, stuff like that, because they use violence as well, like same as Hitler.
Where did you read these informations, like about violence related to Muhammad, peace be upon him?
Like that's in Quran as well.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be asking people about who they believe is the greatest person of all time. Let's listen to their responses first. What's your name and how old are you?
I'm Shania and I'm 23.
What is your name and how old are you?
Mansour, 31 years old.
Oh, you're Mansour. What's your name?
Fiona.
Fiona, nice to meet you.
My name's Dwayne and I'm 36 years of age.
36 years old.
Hello, I'm George. I'm 27 years old.
My name is Mikey and I don't discuss my age online. No, I'm 30.
I'm Ed, I'm 27.
So today I'm going to ask people about their opinion, who they believe is the greatest person of all time. Who do you believe is the greatest person of all time?
We had a Prime Minister in Australia many years ago who is probably a hero.
Are you from Australia?
Yeah.
Okay. And what was his name?
His name was Gough Whitlam.
Oh, what he has done to Australian people and, to the world that you believe that he is the greatest person of all time?
Well, I don't know that he's the greatest person of all time, but he did a lot for Australians. He socialised education and did a lot for Medicare as well.
I think I'm a chef, from a chef's point of view, people that really had influence, of history of chefs. I think Anthony Bourdain is a really great chef.
And why do you think he's the greatest person of all time?
Well, he had a very big influence on a lot of chefs, and still to this day. Well, he died a few years ago, but honestly, he traveled, he wrote books.
Who do you believe is the greatest human in the history?
In my side, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Influenced many people, probably Maradona.
Maradona. Why do you think he's the greatest person of all time?
Probably what he's done for sport and, just kind of bringing people together, for a shared love of, the passion of football.
Wow.
I can't say the greatest human because that's, as all human beings, we're all great within greatness,
Yeah.
Top two for me, I would say top two is Jimi Hendrix and Ali.
Ali? Who's Ali?
Ali's a boxer.
Oh, Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali.
Ali Khalil.
Yeah.
Like I think of three persons actually, and first of them is Jesus.
Jesus, peace be upon him.
Yeah. Second, Hitler.
Hitler.
Third, we can say Prophet Muhammad.
Prophet Muhammad. Why do you think they're the greatest people ever been in the world?
Because they made a lot of change in the world, and till now, a lot of people still following them.
The greatest human of all time. This is a hard one because obviously there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
What about Jay-Z?
Who's Jay-Z?
Jay-Z, the rapper. Jay-Z. You don't know Jay-Z?
Who do you
He
think?
dates Beyonce.
He
does.
I know.
He goes out with Beyonce. Yeah.
Who is the greatest person of all time? And let's see who comes up.
Who is the greatest?
According to Google, Muhammad, Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, he is frequently recognized as the greatest person of all time. Have you heard about Muhammad, peace be upon him?
I have heard a bit about him.
Are you familiar with him?
No.
Who comes up?
Muhammad.
Oh, Muhammad. Muhammad, peace be upon him, who
Yeah.
is recognized as the greatest human has ever been.
Yes.
So, do you know anything about Muhammad, peace be upon him?
Not really. No.
Have you
I've heard, of course, I've heard. But yeah, no.
Exactly. When did you hear about him?
Just in kind of history class and everything, but I don't really know too much.
You don't really know about him. According to Google, Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, he's frequently recognized as the greatest person of all time. What are your thoughts on when you hear that Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, is regarded as the greatest person of all time?
I suppose,
Have you heard about it?
Yeah, I know who Muhammad is, but it's just an opinion, isn't it? It's probably is for some people.
What do you know about him?
To be honest, I know actually very little about. Obviously, I know the name Muhammad and Prophet, but very little apart from that, to be honest.
Are you keen to go and educate yourself about these people?
To be honest, it's never really crossed my mind about what other people's thoughts on who the greatest person of all times is, and really doing that. It's never really crossed my mind, but yeah, maybe something. I think we go out and,
I really recommend go and educate yourself. Let's turn to Google.
Yeah.
We will Google it.
Yeah.
Who's the greatest human in the history? And let's find out who comes up first. According to Google, Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is the greatest human
In the history.
in the history.
Yeah, I said a lot.
What do you know about him?
Like he is the passenger from Islam religion, so he was like non-educated, and he born without, like his father died before he was born.
What would you do if you had the chance to see him in front of yourself?
Oh my gosh, man! I would love to ask him, like not ask him, like to thank him, like because without this. Like
Without
nur,
us.
the nur that we have, like the light that we gather, I feel like I will be lost.
I'm gonna give you my phone. I want you to research on the internet, which is the most reputable, source. Who is the greatest human in history?
You want me to say Muhammad? Okay, I'm not going to discuss religion with you.
What is the reason? It's not about religious stuff. It's not about religion's
No.
topic. The thing is, when we talk about, the
I'm not
greatest.
talking anymore.
Okay, I really appreciate your time.
Okay.
And according to Google, the greatest person of all time is Muhammad, which you named at the beginning. What do you know about Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him?
He's the leader of the Islamic people, Muslim people, and basically he was like went to different places and published Islam and launched Islam over there. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the ways they get into the countries and publish their religion and stuff like that, because they use violence as well. That's not how it works as well. Like same as Hitler.
You're saying like Muhammad, peace be upon him, was ruling countries like Hitler, and the way that he get into countries he didn't like.
Not all of it, yeah.
Yeah, and where did you read these informations, like about violence and stuff related to Muhammad, peace be upon him?
Like that's in Quran as well. Like if you read about Quran, it's like invasions to any other countries. Like for example, Egypt. Egypt was like.
Did you read Quran?
Some of them, yeah. It was before it was Christian country, Coptic country as well. Like word Coptic means Christian, Egyptian Christian. They persuade people over there they give them two options. First of all, if they transfer to Islam, or if they pay fine to protect them, to get protection from them. So that's why I don't like the way they invade the country and publish their religion.
So let me introduce you to Muhammad, peace be upon him.
Yeah, go on then, yes.
As I said, he's an extraordinary person, which is followed by 1.8 billion Muslims all around the world.
Wow, yeah.
And he is the last prophet, last messenger of God to the earth.
Yeah.
He wasn't a normal guy, he was extraordinary. He was considered for being a very humble, kind, fair to everyone he met. Do you know what he taught us? He taught to the people to be good to one another, no matter where they come from, who they are, and what they believe in. This is what they taught. I'm sure Jesus has also the same kinds of statement, because they were both sent by God. Exactly, because they were both prophets. When we talk about Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or peace be upon him, we talk about the person who taught about the most important values in life, like love, compassion, fair, and etc. So thank you so much for this kind of interview. I wasn't thinking I'm interviewing a Muslim and he's guessing the right answer for that question. I really enjoyed this interview. Thank you so much. Comparing it to all my videos that we have ever done, this video was the best video that we have ever made. All I have to say is thank you so much for watching this video. Please, I really appreciate if you click that subscribe button and share it with your friends.